So welcome. If you are going to watch this recording as well, welcome too. We are at the Learning Planet in 2024, and we've got Fardeen Blaq ready to tell us all about the Why Not campaign, and starting with all about himself. So welcome, Fardeen.
Thank you, Gianna. And, I'm going to start off by saying the United Nations Convention on Rights of the Child is a universally recognized framework for promoting and protecting the rights of children. And despite its widespread adoption, many children remain unaware of their rights, and governments, communities, and corporates need to be further sensitized and engaged to fulfill their responsibilities. So if I share my screen and show you that Article 2 of the UNCRC states that all children have these rights, no matter who they are, where they live, what language they speak, what their religion is, what they think, what they look like, if they are a boy or girl, if they're rich or poor, and no matter who their parents or families are or what they believe or do, no child should be treated unfairly for any reason. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then afterwards, is a lot more to be said, to be honest. And isn't this great? This gives me a lot of power to talk today. I am Fardeen Blaq, as Jana mentioned. I'm a global citizen super activist, two-time International Children Peace Prize nominee, one of the youngest global goals activators. I am unveiling the Why Not campaign. As kids, we are raising our concerns, and I have the backing of wonderfully experienced mentors. I want to welcome a special guest who is my mentor. Let me share my screen so that you get to know who this guest is.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Gerlinde Wagner. I'm from Munich, Germany. I'm a professional psychologist and a mother of 2 adult children. Since 20 years, I'm engaged in democratic education, and I co-founded the first democratic school in Bavaria. 2 years ago, I started a free education movement, Freie Bildungsbewegung. To solve the problems of society dynamics in the 21st century, it is needed that adults cooperate with children. Children come up with unbiased solutions, which adults can't see. Therefore, as a mentor, I want to support Fardeen Blaq to improve children's rights.
I have wonderful mentors. And thank you, Mr. Lind Wagner, for your support and guidance. You are part of the Why Not campaign, which is a comprehensive plan that is inclusive for all children. And through the Why Not campaign, I'm taking into account all your unique circumstances and ensuring that together we are aware and take action on the UNCRC, which will reach every child, regardless of their situation. My target is 1 billion children. I started the Why Not campaign after organizing and conducting training sessions of the SDGs to my peers at the government-run children's centers here in Nairobi. We all have rights as children. And I can share with you an article inside my Why Not campaign site. Article 1 of the UNCRC states that a child is any person under the age of 18. So now that we know about this article, my government here in Kenya is doing a lot to safeguard our rights through the Ministry of Labor, National Directorate of Children's Services. Kenya passed a new law, the Children's Act 2022, that spells out how we should be handled and what our responsibilities are. And I wonder, what is happening in your country? Can you share what you like about your government and what they are doing to safeguard your rights? And I want to welcome another special mentor. So let's come to share my screen.
Hello, my name is Jake Mendelson, and I am the director of the InventFuture.global international program. I am also the co-founder of the Global Innovation Field Trip. People my age often talk about how the future belongs to the young, but it only belongs to the young if the young will take possession of it and change it and make it into what they want it to be. This is the reason I am so happy to hear about the Why Not campaign. And I would like to congratulate Fardeen Blaq and everyone else involved in that wonderful program. This is an example of young people realizing that the future does belong to them, taking possession of that future and turning it into something that will make it better for themselves and everyone else. So congratulations again to Fardeen Blaq, the Why Not campaign, and the young people who are making the future a better place. Goodbye.
And it's really wonderful to get such words from an old person. So again, I thank Mr. Jake Mendelson for his insight words. And I can't wait to discuss with him next time. We have a lot in common, and we all like to play. I know I do. I like the adventure of meeting new friends, challenging one another, and working on activities that benefit us. It is crucial to ensure that every child is aware of their rights and empowered to claim them. So, what are some of your favorite games and activities? So let me go to Article 31 of the UNCRC on our website, show you what it really talks about. So here it is, Article 31 of the UNCRC says that every child has the right to rest, relax, play, and to take part in cultural activities, which is really interesting when you come to think about it, because that's when they're in the creative zone. And this article helps us to meet Global Goal 3, which is good health and well-being. And with ample evidence, we can succeed and achieve issues related to this goal and article again. That is the beauty of having fun while learning, because it is easy to remember and implement. And speaking of implement, I can share another article. So let's come here and let me show you Article 13 of the UNCRC, which states that children have the right to share freely with others what they learn, think, and feel by talking, drawing, writing, or in any other way, unless it harms other people. So that is really important because they get to express themselves even better. And the Why Not campaign allows us to implement another article, which is Article 15 of the UNCRC. Let me share my screen. Here is Article 15. Children can join or set up groups or organizations, and they can meet with others as long as this does not harm other people. So after that, speaking of our best interest, this is provided for under Article 3 of the UNCRC, and I have a lot of articles to show you guys today. So here's Article 3 of the UNCRC, which states that when adults make decisions, they should think about how their decisions will affect children. All adults should do what is best for children. Governments should make sure children are protected and looked after by their parents or by other people when this is needed. Governments should make sure that people and places responsible for looking after children are doing a good job. But so I can go by asking, do you realize so far that I've been meeting Global Goal 4 by giving you quality education on the UNCRC and how they link with the SDGs? The UNCRC is closely aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. So let me take you to Kikau Cultures to show you what it's really like, because you'll be mind blown to see this. Here is Kikau Cultures. Let's start with SDG 3, which is good health and well-being. Here's SDG 3, which is good health and well-being. As you can see, if you put your mouse in the middle, it's gonna give you different informations, different pictures and art, which is really interesting. So let's click the rubrics cube here. And then let me take you to Article 13. Let me take you to Article to SDG 13. Here it is, which is climate action. And as you can see, different information, different images here. Oops. Here it is. So let's click the rubrics cube and see what other SDG. We can go to SDG 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. So here it is, so different. And let's go to SDG 4, which shows the interesting facts about what our education system should be today. Different images and everything else. And by promoting awareness and action on the UNCRC, Why Not campaign contributes to the broader global agenda for sustainable development. I thank all my mentors, and I'm excited to have you here with all the advice and direction that you continue to give me. And I have even more mentors. Recognize Nadia Albino, Nina Volmer, Stefan Zavahir. So I have even more mentors. If I was to compile all of their video messages, we would have half an hour of them talking. So let me go back to the topic. There's talk about whether the system of education is suitable for us, the 21st century learner. Education is provided for under Article 28 of the UNCRC. Let me take you to Article 28. So every child has the right to an education. Primary education should be free. Secondary and higher education should be available to every child. Children should be encouraged to go to school to the highest level possible, and discipline in schools should respect children's rights and never use violence, because that doesn't seem to work, as we all know it. And, what is your best method of learning? I am curious. Can you share with me your best learning strategy? I am welcoming another wonderful mentor who has enabled all this to be possible. Do share your positive message with the world. Let me share this.
My colleague Fardeen has taken charge of his life and he's embodying his rights. And more than that, he's using his own empowerment to empower others. He's committed to making sure that 1 million children learn that these rights are theirs too. Why not? I have the honor and the pleasure to be one of the allies supporting Fardeen's initiative, and I look forward to watching and helping the Why Not campaign unfold. Kenya today, South Africa tomorrow, and after that, the world. Why not?
Thank you, Gianna. Why not? Let's continue to explore the articles. By watching me, you are getting to enjoy Article 17 of the UNCRC. So we're going to go to Article 17, which states that children have a right to get information from the internet, radio, television, newspapers, books, and other sources. Adults should make sure that the information they are getting is not harmful. Government should also encourage media to share information from lots of different sources in languages that all children can understand. And then, our government should ensure that all children enjoy this right in ways that do not harm other people. This really resonates with me because of what I do in my day-to-day life as a change maker and the discussions that I have with my peers from across the globe. The UNCRC recognizes the interconnectedness of children's rights, emphasizing the importance of protection, provision, and participation. Why Not campaign is all about global citizenship and getting to use your passions to making this planet we all call home a better place for us and future generations to come. That is why I'm encouraging all of you to participate and join me on this campaign. This is a way for all of us to be heard, and this links us to Article 14 of the UNCRC. So Article 14 of the UNCRC, children can choose their own thoughts, opinions, and religion, but this should not stop other people from enjoying their rights. Parents can guide children so that as they grow up, they learn to properly use this right. And children in different parts of the world are suffering from issues like war and conflict, lack of privacy, lack of access to basic needs, lack of modern healthcare and development, opinions and views getting stifled. And the less sad, realistic issue that really touches me is getting their education disrupted. A great example is when you watch the media, children crying, angry, others in shock, suffering in hospitals, seriously hurt, others losing their lives at early ages. I know that it will be so refreshing when we see children being happy, playing, totally lost in their creative activities without any biases worldwide, by then sharing that positive energy amongst ourselves. I envision children being positive role models, especially when they get to know their rights in the process. I'm being honest now. Raw truth, everybody needs to accept it. And every adult should know that I'm going to mention a number of our rights under the UNCRC that are not being met. Article 16 of the UNCRC. When a child has to escape their home and be in a safe place, they lose their privacy. You might be asking how. Well, simple exercises such as going for nature school or taking a bath become very tricky in the so-called safe house. I know of children who don't even get to bathe for months. So let's jump to UNCRC Article 19 on the website. Governments should protect children from violence, abuse, and from being neglected by anyone who looks after them. So the question we must ask ourselves is, how do we live with ourselves when we know that we are condoning violence against children, against the next generation, by continuing to be silent when violence is made to be a multi-billion-dollar industry, continuously disregarding our rights under UNCRC? So let's go to several articles which I would love to take you through. So let's go to Article 23. Every child with a disability should enjoy the best possible life in society. Governments should remove all obstacles for children with disabilities to become independent and to participate actively in society. And we can see if this article was being implemented and solved, we would unleash kids' full potential. Let's go to Article 24. Children have the right to the best healthcare possible, clean water to drink, healthy food, and a clean and safe environment to live in. All adults and children should have information about how to stay safe and healthy. Let's go to Article 25. Every child who has been placed somewhere away from home for their care, protection, or health should have their situation checked regularly, say if everything is going well, and if this is still the best place for the child to be. Let's go to Article 27. Children have the right to food, clothing, and safe place to live so they can develop in the best possible way. The government should help families and children who cannot afford this. Let's go to Article 30, where it says that children have the right to use their own language, culture, and religion, even if these are not shared by most people in the country where they live. And let's go to another article, which is Article 32, the UNCRC. Children have the right to be protected from doing work that is dangerous or bad for their education, health, and development. If children work, they have the right to be safe and paid fairly. Article 33 of the UNCRC. Governments must protect children from taking, making, carrying, or selling harmful drugs. Let's go to Article 34. Government should protect children from sexual exploitation, being taken advantage of, and sexual abuse, including by people forcing children to have sex for money, or making sexual pictures or films of them. So you can see the importance of these articles. I now introduce another one of my mentors.
Hello, my name is Felicity Minch, and I am the Executive Director of One Voice for Change in Colorado. I am thrilled to be a mentor for the Why Not campaign from Kikau Cultures. Their mission is clear: to champion and uphold the rights of children globally. In a constantly evolving world, it is crucial that our children are heard and respected. In order to contribute to their future, they need to freely express their views on what matters to them in their homes, in their schools, and their communities. As a mentor, One Voice for Change plays a pivotal role in guiding the success of our young leaders, such as Fardeen Blaq. With guidance, we can empower our youth to solve the problems of today and have the wisdom to see into the future and build a better world for all of us. Thank you for being part of this transformative mission. Thank you.
So thank you, Ma'am Felicity, for your support and encouragement. This is the experience of intergenerational allyship. I am back to continue with the biggest concern I have that UNCRC Article 42 has gravely been swept under the rug. If Article 42 was being implemented, I would not be talking about any of our rights being disregarded. Through the Why Not campaign, I want to reach 1 billion children. World citizens, we can do it. If we do not take action now, history will judge us harshly. That is why I'm grateful to Learning Planet Festival, where I'm getting to exercise my rights under the UNCRC. Thank you, UNESCO, for bringing platforms where education methods can be explored. I'm talking about reaching 1 billion children through the Why Not campaign. How do I intend to do this? I will be running awareness campaigns through the media about the UNCRC and the importance of child rights. I will be implementing sensitization programs for children, parents, educators, and community leaders about child rights and how they integrate with the SDGs. This will not make any sense to me if we leave out interactive fun activities, because there will be lots of those. Together as children, let's craft strong advocacy messages targeting governments, communities, and corporates, emphasizing the importance of actively protecting and implementing our rights. My target of 1 billion children will not be achieved without global collaboration. I will form strong partnerships with different governments, international organizations, NGOs, and local community groups to amplify the reach and impact of my Why Not campaign. I will come down to the grassroots and visit your neighborhood and schools so that you get to show me your favorite activities and what you want us to work on together to meet our Vision 2030. Through the activities that we do on the ground, I will implement through the Why Not campaign a robust monitoring and evaluation framework to track our progress of the spread on the UNCRC and SDGs to children worldwide. Now, I will introduce another one of my mentors.
Hello, Fardeen. Greetings from a very cold but beautiful sunny day in Ottawa. The backdrop to this video is of kids in my area braving the cold to skate and play hockey on one of the many backyard rinks that parents create for winter fun. I would like to be with you for your presentation, but it falls right in the middle of the night for me, and I have to be up early in the morning with a busy day ahead. I'm very encouraged by the work that the Learning Planet Institute is doing. I can't say enough about it. And so it was good when I learned that you would be presenting at the festival. In 2021, UNESCO published a report titled Reimagining Our Futures Together, a New Social Contract for Education. And I'm going to read here that it aims to catalyze a global debate on how education needs to be rethought in a world of increasing complexity, uncertainty, and fragility. The Learning Planet Festival, with the support of UNESCO and strong allies such as the Big Education Conversation, Youth X Youth, and a growing number of other partners, is effectively spearheading this global debate. I'm involved with My Life, My Education, which formed in 2023 with the aim of growing the conversation around the Convention of the Rights of the Child and what the convention means to the reimagining of education. So when I first met you, you quickly won me over with your focus on the convention and your goal of including 1 billion young people in the conversation. I don't see 1 billion as an unrealistic number. Youth have begun to make their voices heard, and with their leadership in schools and universities, you can quickly build the numbers needed to bring about change. Good luck with your presentation, and good luck with why not.
Thank you, Mr. Richard Franchen. Your expertise and insight is invaluable. I'm establishing a global network of child rights activists and advocates to exchange best practices, resources, and support for local initiatives for children, by children, because we can speak for ourselves now. I'm inviting you to participate in the Why Not campaign. It's simple. Head on to kickoutculture.com and click on the Why Not campaign button to get started. Read your articles and pick the one that you most identify with. Record a video of yourself talking about why the article is important to you, and then send me your video at kickoutcultures@gmail.com. I will post all the good videos on the Why Not campaign social channels. Make sure to follow Why Not campaign on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter to stay updated on what we are doing. I am done passing on my positive message to the world, and thank you for taking the time to listen.
Well, wonderful. Thanks so much, Fardeen. I think when we post out this recording, we'll put all of those links in the description so people will be able to follow all of those channels, and also encourage people to use the comments under the video to respond to some of the questions that you've put as well, so that we can keep this conversation out there in the public eye and growing. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen as this campaign unfolds. And I think that brings us to the end for today. So let's just say goodbye, wherever you are in the world and whenever you are participating with this, because the reason that we're doing a good recording of this is to make sure that it travels everywhere to everyone. And yeah, let this be. Let it be.
Yeah, let it be. So goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye-bye.